City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Crawford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Gun. They'll look to throw. And some room to roll now. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. First carry for Amir Abdullah. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The play clock's running down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. And give him a gain of 37. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Toss play, Kamara. He spins free. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Let's go! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Crawford. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he is knocked down from the side. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40.
Whoosh.
Oh, another one. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Scrimmage back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. To go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come on, let's go. What? 9. Ohio.
Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there again to drop him for the second straight play, and it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a play fake here on first down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through, And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run it again with Kamara. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right around the 31. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now it's Watson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, just a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, he's able to pick up the first down.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. What? 90.
Throwing again is Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Justin Houston. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
This one taken from the 7. And some room to maneuver. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Watson. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A give to Kamara running right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Ohio! Here we go!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Gets it to Strong.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And the Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. That close to taking a fourth-quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then, doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Crawford. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. The Chiefs, they've got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. On first down, he'll drop the throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the wideout in motion. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Steelers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Watson now to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing now, Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now it's Watson. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this would be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Yeah, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Pittsburgh, they continue to put themselves in position to 8-2. And they'll get a